Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Today we're going to be doing our final grape harvest, the last one ever on this map. So it's going to be a bit of a job, but we're going to be using a new grape harvester today. I've just bought it from the Giant store. Never used it though. This will be my first time ever using it. It is the TrailedLine Series 7000. And as you can see, the price is very similar to the New Holland, only £2,000 cheaper. And just trying to look at the other differences here. Variable capacity by the look of it. Yes, small or big. If we went for the big, it would be 100 litres less than the New Holland. And obviously if we went for the small, that is quite a bit smaller, 2,200 litres. So yes, the New Holland is the larger of the two, although this one is heavier. Okay, larger capacity. This one has a bigger fuel tank too, and a bigger engine. So it's going to be interesting. We will indeed go for the larger engine, because we do have quite a long way to travel, and we're going to go for the big capacity. As for the wheels, anything, to be honest, we'll go with that. So it's going to cost £13,923 to rent it. I think it's been out for a little while, but I've not... Well, I did have the opportunity to use it, but I think actually it might have been released on the day after I recorded the video of the previous harvest. So that was really bad timing. If I'd waited one more day, then we would have been able to use this on 2 occasions, this being the second. But it doesn't matter, because I'm still using it today for what is going to be the biggest harvest yet, because it's a fully fertilised vineyard, or vineyards, we have 2 of them, and they've also been mulched and cultivated, so really it's as good as it gets. Should be really good. They are interesting looking things, and I suppose it looks similar to, it does look similar to the New Holland, but then it has to, because it has to have the vine going through the centre of it for processing. It's just nice to experience a different harvester. We've used the New Holland so many times. Nice and speedy. And just a quick zoom in of this screen, you can see we've got all the information that we need to know just here, although it would be possibly quite nice to have a camera. I think it'd be nice to have a camera of the intake. Would it be called the intake? Because I always struggle to align it. But yeah, very nice nonetheless. I guess in real life there'd be a camera on this screen. Well, obviously a feed from the camera on the screen. Okay, I think it's probably time I zoom out. So here we are. We're going to start with the hardest part. This is difficult because we have a very uneven vine. It's horrifically uneven, so this is never going to be easy. I'll do this from third person view. Oh, love that. You can see it trying to level, but even despite this feature, this is just so ridiculously planted that the machine is still struggling. Good job that we're not ever going to harvest this again. Yes, I should never have put that vine there. The last one should have been this one here. The second one in. Okay, right, well that is looking good. We can probably turn our strobe off now. We don't really need the lights on either. And I'm not too sure how often we're going to be unloading. I think with the New Holland it was up, down, up, and then unload. And because we do have a 100 litre smaller capacity, I'm not too sure if it's going to mess it up. Hopefully we can make that third run. We don't want to be stranded, or not quite make the end of it. To be honest, I think we're going to be okay, because if we're doing 3 rows, it can be up to 33% fill every time, and we're just getting to the end of here, and we're at 29, 30? 30, oh perfect. So that means that we should be on about 90% at the end. It's going to change a bit, because I think the vines are variable in length, but that's still very good. So I will continue. We'll fill up, we'll empty into the next trailer. I think it'll be, yeah, it'll be this one up here first of all, but it will alternate. we have a different unloading system. With the other one we had to reverse up to it, but with this one I probably should have done that a bit differently. Yes, we can tip sideways. There might be a better way of doing that, as I have hit the trailer. Yeah, I think I'm a bit close. But yeah, very interesting. Very nice to see the different ways of doing this. I really don't know which one I prefer though. There's something very satisfying about watching all of the leaves come flying out of this chute. Right, so I've been trying to perfect my unloading. This probably still won't be perfect, but yeah, just try not to let it hit the trailer quite so much. It's going to hit it. Well, it kind of touched it. That wasn't too bad. And then we tip it into there. Right, so we have 3 vines left on this side, and we have all of that vineyard over there, but we are probably about halfway. So it's going alright. Yeah, that was definitely touching the trailer. But it will be very interesting to see if we're going to have 2 full trailer loads. The trailers are not the same size, they're actually different sizes. One is the largest, one is the medium, and yeah, together it does come to quite a substantial amount of grapes. If you missed the previous episode, yeah, I did explain that we're going to be putting these into the grape processing factory, but instead of distributing raisins, we're going to store grape juice and raisins and then just sell them as they are. This way we can guarantee that we can sell everything before the end of the series, which is very important. Right, I did actually miss a row there. That was intentional. So we'll go down that side, come back up the side, and then we'll be straight into there. And this next load can be tipped into this trailer over here. Well, that looks to be that trailer pretty much full. I think that's our smaller trailer. So we should have enough space to fit everything in. Because the bigger trailer is down there. In fact, what I'll do is I'll bring the bigger trailer across. Let's just see if I've got it anywhere near. There it is. This one is 38% full, so plenty of space. It is quite comfortably all going to fit in. I think there probably is a bit of space left in the other one. It's probably about 97% full, but there's no point just cramming more into there when we can just put more into here. So I think I've probably done enough time lapses there. What I'm going to do is continue on, and then when we get to the final couple of vines here, I will resume the recording and we can see how well we're doing. Where shall I put this? Maybe about here. Bearing in mind I do need to pull alongside it now instead of just reversing up to it. Okay, right. I will see you in a minute. Well, actually in a second. 85% full. This is our second load since I last spoke to you. So we are filling this up nicely, and we do have 2 rows left to do. So overall, it's been an extremely successful harvest. Very enjoyable as well to use a different machine. Never have we had such full trailers. Okay, I'm going to go up here. I probably should attempt this from first person view. Oh no. Right, let me just... Oh wow, I'm way off. So it's pretty much... Oh, actually, we could probably use that track rod end, or the tie rod end, as our central point. That's probably easier. Oh, we can see through the floor. If only I had known this before, that would have been really helpful. That's why you have to have more experience with different machines. Oh, that is perfect. So we just align it with the pedal. Oh, that's brilliant. So in that case then, yeah, that is easier than the New Holland for me. Personal preference. They're both good though. Yeah, that is good. If only I'd looked down before. This is why you've really got to familiarise yourselves with machinery. But I guess it just comes with experience and time operating that machine. But anyway, yeah, let's just have a second to appreciate that this is the very last piece that we're going to harvest, the last grapes we're going to harvest on this map ever. There we go. Oh, it's so sad. Right, so that was another 41%, which we'll add to the trailer, and that should bring it to being fairly full, I would say. Fairly close to full. Yeah, I need more practice with that. That's my greatest issue. But yeah, it did all fit. We did get more than I thought. But a very nice harvester. As I said, it's not free. You do have to pay for it. I think it's £1.99 in euros. I think it was £1.88 for me with the current conversion rate. So not too bad. It is available from the official website. So that is 83% full. We can attach this to the other trailer and we can get our grand total. See how much we've got out of this entire harvest. Right, okay. 23,036 litres. And that means overall we have filled 86% of the capacity of both of them combined. Which I think is not bad going. That looks impressive. So, next stop is the grape processing factory. We'll drop them off, we'll start the productions, I'll change the output mode, and then we'll go over to the store and we'll sell the 2 trailers, since they're not going to be used again. See how well this can pull this up here. Actually, very impressive. Very good. The grape train is here. So we'll start with the first trailer, obviously. It makes sense. I think you probably can squeeze it in and get both of them tipping at the same time, but we don't need to. Lovely. And now for the second trailer. This one empties a bit differently through the chute on the back. And whilst that is emptying, we can now get everything activated. Looking good. Okay, so a quick save there. Where are my grapes? There they are. So that needs to be changed to storing. That needs to be changed to storing. And they can both be activated. I could do one or the other, but I think we'll do both. I haven't done grape juice for a long time. So yeah, that won't take too long. In fact, by the morning, we'll have probably already produced a lot of products. Also in the morning, other crops will be ready. The olives, for example, they will definitely be ready, since the only month we can harvest olives is October, and everything else will be probably ready as well. The sunflowers, and I lose track of everything that we've got. What do we have? Definitely lots of sunflowers. Oh yeah, corn. Lots of corn. And here we are. Get these dropped off. We've had them for quite some time, so they're probably not really worth too much anymore. No. About 7,000 roughly, but we're going to have to spend a bit on... Oh, that's worth much more. I must have bought that one new. And we will keep hold of the JCB for now, because we're going to need it for carting, most likely. We've got a lot of work to do. I'll pick up those bales, I think. It would be a good idea to get those shifted. I'll bring the telehandler across. The other thing is we have loads and loads of eggs. A ridiculous amount of eggs. So it's certainly going to be worth checking to see if the price for eggs is good. Because I don't think we need to have quite so many. And this isn't the only place we've got eggs. Looks pretty good. November's the best, currently in September. So we're about to climb. We're actually at the bottom of this big climb. So yeah, looking at that, it would actually be silly to sell it now. But soon. Very, very soon. We'll just get these moved. We need lots of space to spawn. Oh yeah, and also we've got the honey. We'll keep moving the honey. Yeah, it's almost full. So once I've picked up these two bales, we'll take them straight to the cows, I think. Put them into their ingredients pile. I will also return the grape harvester. It's been good. And in the end, the slightly smaller capacity made no difference to us. In fact, it was perfect. It worked out really well. If at some point in the next few episodes, before we get to episode 200, we are left twiddling our thumbs, then what I would do is I'll mow that grass there, and we can probably make some silage or something, likely to sell. But it's good just to have it there, in case we do need to do a bit more work here. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is go and rest. We're going to move on to the next day. These sunflowers should be ready. So their little faces will have to disappear, sadly. Also, though, some more wool will appear. So that's going to be good to take to the spinnery just over here. Let's hope it's a good day, because we have got so much harvesting to do. We're going to be in October for quite some time. I suppose if anything's not ready, it's going to be the corn, but I think it will be. Yep. Okay, so 26, 31, 38, basically everything, 37. We've got loads to do. I think everything over here is done, except for the olives. They're ready. Yes, so actually everything, all the harvesting, can be done straight away. I just need to look at the corn. I think corn can probably extend into November, the harvesting for it. Yes, it can. So the corn will be last. First we need to do the sunflowers and the olives. That is essential, but there we go. As I said, their little faces are not quite as happy anymore, but they're going to be producing the sunflowers for the sunflower seeds for us for the mineral feed production. 2 pallets of wool. I think the best thing to do is to prepare for next week's episode. Next week I'm hoping to do all the sunflowers and the olives, and well, hopefully even start the corn. Of course, we have field number 26, which is the biggest field on the map, as a cornfield. So we'll have to get 2 combine harvesters for that. Oh yeah, the other field, which I keep forgetting about. I won't forget about it though, don't worry. 15. That's sunflowers as well, I think. It is. So yeah, we've got quite a few sunflowers. And they're soybeans. We've got so much to do. Yeah, as long as I do the correct crops in the correct month, we'll be okay. I think really just do everything except for the corn. We'll do that in November. So we can start by clearing the sugar beet out of the field up here. Then we don't have to keep manoeuvring around it, getting stuck on it. We'll get it taken to the sugar factory. So yeah, next week we'll start immediately with the combining in this field here. Or maybe the top field actually, because that's where it's closer to. We've got more honey as well. That's good. I'll keep moving this every time I see it, because it needs to go to the ice cream factory. Should be quite a few. Okay, that's everything for now. It's still very good. Very good. Right. Let's get this sugar beet shifted. Well, it looks to be everything. I think I was expecting more actually, but still, we had so much. There is already loads and loads. It's like over 200,000 litres in the sugar beet factory, and it's already processed loads. And what's that? It's probably about 20 to 30,000 litres. I'm just going to take this down to the bottom yard. I love the autumnal leaves. They do look very pretty. $22,632. Yeah, very happy with that. So to finish, what I'll do once I've tipped this is I'll take the lorry over to fill number 15. That way I can't forget about it. We'll just start with it next time. Start bringing the sunflowers in. And the sunflowers will be, well, most of them I think will be going to the mineral feed production for the fish and the cows. But there might be too many for the production, in which case we'll just sell them. We can store 50,000 litres, so it's going to be quite significant. Okay. Overshot. That shouldn't take too long to tip. Lovely. Oh yeah, that hayloft is absolutely bulging with straw, which we're not going to use. We have no use for it at all. Best price in December, so that's when we should be selling it, but just wondering, I think is that nearby? I reckon it is. It is, it's right next to fill 15. It's where we're going to. So, yeah, we might as well just take a load there. Oh, of course, if this trailer can support it. I think it does. Never actually tried to take straw in this trailer before. Yes. Brilliant. So we can even get paid for going over there. And with 250,000 litres, that's going to be so many loads worth. We can always, in fact, that is a great thing to do. Every time we bring a load of sunflowers back, we'll backload with straw. Trying to get a nice even fill. Right, that looks good. Let's go. Lots of eggs here too. Almost 60,000 litres of straw. And we've got all that in storage. No train today. The amount of times I have crossed there, or attempted to cross there, and the barriers have gone down in front of me. It's usually when I'm not recording this, when I'm travelling between places, when I do my jump cut. So this is field number 15 next to us. Just there. That's where we need to be. But let's just tip this. I might as well just keep the lorry here, actually. So that's nice. Always nice to have a bit of money in every time we travel. Not too much, but it all helps. 7,356. Okay, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed it. Next week we'll be harvesting loads, and see you then. Bye for now.